This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com. Hey everybody, today we're going to be talking about a game from Boss Dog Games. A game that is going to be coming to GameFound, I believe, maybe Kickstarter, I'm not too sure. You're going to want to look and see and learn a little bit more about this, but I'm kind of going to go over a little bit about this. Everything's in prototype form, even the rules. It didn't come with a box. I actually had to ask for the rules and they sent me over a revised edition of it. So I'm going to kind of just explain things a little bit of what's going on here. It's a very interesting game, so we're going to go down, take a look at it. I'm not going to explain everything, give you an overview, and then we'll come back and I'll talk a little bit more about it. So I'm not going to explain everything here, but I'm going to give you a kind of an idea of what is going on here. This is the planet Valerium, and it's full of resources, and you want to get 21 of those to win the game. The backstory is millions of years ago that Valerius was once the jewel of the galaxy, filled with an abundance of resources and home to a grand civilization known for its advanced technology. Suddenly a massive asteroid slammed into the surface, tearing the planet apart. From this destruction arose 1,000 moons, each carrying shattered remnants of Valerius's golden age, with the promise of a new life and a chance to unlock mysteries of forgotten civilizations. Aliens from across the universe flock to these moons to try to seize and evolve and adapt their technology and try to stabilize the mother planet and harvest Valerius' untapped resources. To win as a leader of a moon, and as you can see we have these moons here, you're going to have to hire aliens, which we have down over here, which you guys can't see. These guys are particularly for war, and as you can see they have a +1. We'll talk about that in a minute. And these guys are going to be more for harvesting. Over here you're going to be able to auction for these more expensive type of mercenaries that are going to give you better abilities. It's a very interesting game and how it plays out. The first thing that you're going to do is it's called the prep phase, okay? And what you're going to do, and this is a full Valerium, okay, just so you know, and this is a half of Valerium. So you may have things that are going to give you halves and things, but you're trying to get to 21. That is the most important part of the game, is making sure that you can get to 21. The first part of this is going to be preparation. And for instance here, we have these different moons here. You are going to have a moon, and then you are going to have these cards, and you're going to be making some decisions here. You're either going to put down peace, defend, or war, okay? So you're going to do that hidden from your opponent, okay? Now peace, if a player chooses peace, okay, they gain 1 Valerium. All right, there you go. You just need 20 more, okay? However, they are vulnerable to those who choose war. So yeah, you get a Valerium, but you leave yourself wide open in war. Defend. If a player chooses to defend, they activate their force field and are impenetrable to any moons that declare war. However, this defensive moon costs you 1 Valerium. Not cool, because if you're close and you want to defend and protect yourself from war, you may not have the mercenaries to go forward. That's not good. And finally, if a player chooses war, they will enter a battle with either another player who chooses war or another player who is vulnerable to war. So if somebody chooses war or peace, that would make them vulnerable. And what you're going to do is you're going to take any kind of mercenaries that you have, and you're going to defend your position here, okay? And you're going to add +1, and you're going to roll dice and then add to it. And whoever has the higher score is going to win that particular battle. Seems pretty easy, right? All right. The next thing is deployment, okay? You're going to take your people and you're going to deploy, and you're going to try to pick these cards because you're going to have these missions that you're going to be trying to fulfill. As you can see, there are different types of resources here. And what they're going to do is give you an amount of Valerium every time you finish one of these missions. For instance, if you come over here, you may get this particular resource, and that's going to help you, maybe not on this card, but on that card, okay? As you see, you need 2 of them. Well, you got 1, okay? There are other things in here that are just going to cause bedlam, okay? There's going to be creatures, okay? And you're going to have to fight those creatures because you're going to be deploying possibly to the planet, and you're going to get pluses, but you're going to get minuses on your roll, and you're going to have to try to defeat these creatures. You're also going to find different type of things such as artifacts, which are going to help you in certain things. Oh, look, you can find a glass slipper. That's going to help you. And all kinds of beasts and creatures that you're going to do. You're going to go through, after your development phase, you will go through one of the final phases, which I think includes your, development phase is your 3rd phase, excuse me. Deployment is your second phase. Second phase is deployment, so you're going to deploy and try to get everything, and then, of course, your development. This is where you're going to be able to auction for elites, complete any contracts that you may have, okay, with your missions. Deal with any beast or artifact cards. As you can see, there are 2 open areas here. I believe this is open for expansions, but there are plenty of elites and things like that, and it's a game where you are kind of trying to rock, paper, scissors somebody and try to get yourself in a good enough position with elite aliens and really good cards that you're going to be able to get the resources to complete the missions to get as much Valerium without losing Valerium to war or any of the other mishaps that can happen in this game. Really neat little concept. You could play up to 4 players, but there are expansions that they are going to probably talk about during the crowdfunding that you can play this up to six players. And there's a lot of variance in the cards that you have, different beasts and artifacts and stuff like that, that can kind of turn things into your favor. So very interesting. Again, the rules aren't finished. They were a little hard to get through, but I think they're going to polish this up and really make this good, and this is going to be coming to crowdfunding, and you're definitely going to want to check it out. Let's go up top and get my final thoughts on Valerius. Now, this has some really neat things. I kind of like the diplomatic cards and what they do. Basically, you kind of make a decision what you want to do. Now, getting Valerium and getting to 21 isn't really easy here, because you're going to constantly be battling each other. You can kind of defend yourself and things like that. You can go for a peace and collect 1, but if somebody decides to attack you, you kind of leave yourself a little bit wide open. Defend, it's gonna cost you Valerium to defend yourself. So it's a little bit of a slow go. It's really getting your mercenaries out there and trying to get as much as you can to complete those missions so you get the big payoff. If you're able to do that, then boom, you're off and running in this one. Interesting. It's coming to it's coming to crowdfunding for sure. You're going to want to take a look at it again. Valerius, interesting game. For a prototype, really nice components. You can't argue that's for sure. And definitely check this out and see if it is for you. Until next time, it's your old pal Rob. We'll see you soon, everybody.